Beloved child of light, breathe in and listen. Across the vastness of the cosmos, where galaxies spin in silent reverence to their creator, a great vibration now moves through the unseen layers of existence. It is not the sound of ordinary speech. It is the pulse of awakening, the heartbeat of a new dawn. The universe itself hums with expectancy, and the winds of spirit whisper a single truth. The hour of transformation has come. For ages uncounted, humanity has wandered through cycles of forgetting and remembering. Through the mists of doubt and the fires of discovery, the divine, patient and all-embracing, has watched every tear fall, every prayer rise, every act of kindness ripple across eternity. But now, in this age of flashing screens and restless souls, a stirring call resounds louder than ever before. It is not a call of wrath, but of awakening. It cries out from the deep well of divine compassion. Rise, beloved one, rise and remember who you are. Imagine, for a moment, the beginning of creation. Out of the infinite silence, the Word spoke, and light shattered the void. That same light still courses through your veins. That same creative power breathes in your lungs. Yet many have forgotten it. They chase illusions that flicker and fade, while the eternal spark within them sleeps. But no more the spirit moves again, shaking slumbering hearts to life. The thunder that once rolled over Sinai now echoes through your own soul. It does not speak in commandments carved on stone, but in whispers written upon your heart. Awaken, love, heal, create. Every moment of your life has been leading to this threshold, to this divine intersection, where heaven leans close and whispers destiny into your ear. Do you feel it? That trembling in the air, that invisible electricity that dances around your spirit. It is the alignment of heaven s intention with your willingness. It is the stirring of angels who guard the gateways of new beginnings. In their song is both warning and promise. The time for hesitation has passed. The world spins faster. Energies collide. The choices of humanity shape the dawn that approaches. And yet, even amid storms and chaos, there is mercy. The voice that calls is not one of condemnation but of profound love. The Infinite One says, I have watched you stumble and rise again. I have seen your struggle to believe, your longing to find purpose in the noise. I am here. These are not words of fury but of fierce affection. The cry of a parent for the child lost in the wilderness of distraction. Look around you. The signs of renewal are everywhere. Hearts opening to compassion, art blooming from suffering, communities rising from despair. The shaking of the world is not only destruction, it is the rearranging of reality to make room for greater light. The patience of the divine has not ended in wrath. It has reached its fullness in mercy. It demands movement, not fear. Alignment, not surrender. There is power in this moment that no eye can see but every soul can feel. It is the hush before a great revelation, the stillness that precedes a symphony, and in that stillness, a choice is offered. Will you listen to the music of renewal, or will you cling to the noise of the past? The voice of eternity does not coerce. It invites. It says, come, beloved, and co-create with me. The world awaits your light. Many have heard faint echoes of this invitation. They have seen patterns of repeating numbers, dreams of radiant cities, visions of open doors. They call them coincidences. Yet within each shine beats the same message. You are not alone. You are being guided. When the number 1111 appears, it is not a superstition. It is the rhythm of alignment, a reminder that the universe conspires toward your awakening. Pause now and breathe this truth into yourself. You are a fragment of eternity wrapped in skin and time. You are both humble and infinite, fragile and luminous. The heavens do not speak to you because you are flawless. They speak because you are beloved. They summon you because you are capable of transformation. And through you, the world can change. The call grows stronger. Enough sleepwalking through fear. Enough measuring worth by gold and noise. Enough bowing before the idols of despair. The spirit rises like dawn through the cracks of human sorrow, declaring that light cannot be extinguished by shadow. The patience of love has ripened into action. It says, stand, shine. Remember your divine inheritance. Picture the earth as it spins beneath your feet, your oceans glittering with sunfire, mountains lifting their arms to the heavens, forests whispering prayers of renewal. All creation is participating in this turning. The animals sense it, the winds carry it, even the silence between stars vibrates with it. You, too, are part of this grand choreography, this sacred unfolding. So listen. The old patterns crumble not to destroy you but to free you. Systems of greed, fear, and separation are dissolving like mist before the morning sun. Their collapse may sound like thunder, but beneath the noise lies the melody of rebirth. Each ending hides a beginning. Each fall conceals a rising. You have been chosen a Euro, not in arrogance but in purpose, a Euro too. Be a living reminder of love, a Euro. Endurance. You are a messenger clothed in human form, carrying the frequencies of compassion into every room you enter. The divine does not ask perfection from you, only willingness. Step forward with trembling faith, and heaven itself will meet you halfway. Let the words why Euro Janafa Euro my patience has in data Euro be heard not as rage, but as the breaking of a cocoon. The caterpillar might think the end has come, yet to the butterfly it is liberation. Humanity stands at that very brink, a Euro of flight, of realization, of spiritual maturity. What seems like judgment is the unveiling of potential. The storms are coming, beloved soul, as they always have and always will. Winds will howl, testing the foundations of all you hold dear, and floods of change will sweep across nations, reshaping the world in ways both seen and unseen. Yet within every upheaval, every disruption, there lies a hidden promise, a sacred opportunity. The divine gardener, with hands both gentle and firm, prunes the vine not to wound it but to coax forth sweeter, more abundant fruit. So, too are the trials of this age, a Euro, painful, yes, but purposeful, shaping hearts into vessels capable of holding greater love, deeper wisdom, and uncheckable hope. You, child of the infinite, are not a bystander in this cosmic unfolding. You are woven into its very fabric, a thread of light in the tapestry of existence. Your prayers are not mere words flung into the void, lost in the wind. They are seeds, potent and alive, taking root in the unseen realms, where they wait in divine timing to bloom into miracles you may not yet see. Each act of kindness you offer, no matter how small, becomes a star-piercing summon, Euro, as darkness. Every tear you shed, born of struggle or compassion, transforms into holy water, nourishing the tender shoots of new beginnings. Nothing you do in love is ever wasted. Nothing offered in sincerity is ever lost. Lift your gaze, then, beyond the chaos of the moment. Look to the horizon where heaven and earth converge. A generation is awakening, stirring from the slumber of apathy, their hearts quickening with a longing for connection, for meaning, for truth. The planet itself yearns for harmony, groaning under the weight of division yet reaching toward healing. The heavens bend low, closer than you know, to kiss the earth with whispers of hope. You stand at the center of this sacred convergence, a bridge between spirit and matter, between despair and possibility. The divine voice speaks softly but clearly, walk in love, and you will walk in power, not the power of force or control, but the quiet, unshakable power of a heart aligned with truth. You, child of the infinite, are not a bystander in this cosmic unfolding. You are woven into its very fabric, a thread of light in the tapestry of existence. Your prayers are not mere words flung into the void, lost in the wind. They are seeds, potent and alive, taking root in the unseen realms, where they wait in divine timing to bloom into miracles you may not yet see. Each act of kindness you offer, no matter how small, becomes a star-piercing summon, Euro, as darkness. Every tear you shed, born of struggle or compassion, transforms into holy water, nourishing the tender shoots of new beginnings. Nothing you do in love is ever wasted. Nothing offered in sincerity is ever lost. Lift your gaze, then, beyond the chaos of the moment. Look to the horizon where heaven and earth converge. A generation is awakening, stirring from the slumber of apathy, their hearts quickening with a longing for connection, for meaning, for truth. The planet itself yearns for harmony, groaning under the weight of division yet reaching toward healing. The heavens bend low, closer than you know, to kiss the earth with whispers of hope. You stand at the center of this sacred convergence, a bridge between spirit and matter, between despair and possibility. The divine voice speaks softly but clearly, walk in love, and you will walk in power, not the power of force or control, but the quiet, unshakable power of a heart aligned with truth. Now is the hour to reclaim your creative birthright, the spark of divinity that resides within you. Speak words that heal, words that mend what has been broken. Build communities that uplift, where souls can find refuge and strength. Let art, song, and compassion become your prophecy, your way of speaking light into a world that too often dwells in shadow. The truest miracle is not fire raining from the sky or mountains moving at your command. It is the light rising within ordinary hearts, the courage to love despite fear, to forgive despite pain, to create despite uncertainty. This is the miracle the world aches for. Imagine, for a moment, millions awakening to this truth at once, not through grand gestures or loud proclamations, but through an invisible revival, a quiet revolution of the heart. It spreads not through force or fear, but through kindness, through the simple, radical act of remembering that we belong to one another. This is the divine dream, the hidden heartbeat pulsing beneath the thunder of the world. As storms, unity restored, not through sameness, but through love that honors difference. It is the vision of a world where every soul recognizes their place in the greater whole, where every act of courage and compassion ripples outward, reshaping reality itself. You may feel small in the face of such a vision, a single spark in the vastness of the cosmos, but the cosmos rejoices in your spark, for it is enough. One candle can dispel a room of darkness. One honest act of forgiveness can shift the weight of worlds. The heavens are not looking for grandeur or perfection. They seek sincerity, the quiet offering of a heart willing to try, to love, to begin again. If you could hear the angels, their song would be simple yet profound. Let your light be enough, and it will multiply. Your single act of courage inspires another. Your moment of compassion sparks a chain of kindness. Your willingness to stand in truth, even when your voice trembles, becomes a beacon for others to follow. Let this message sink deep into your being, past the layers of fear, doubt, and fatigue. You were never abandoned, not for a single moment. The voice that calls you now is the same that sang galaxies into existence, that wove the stars and set the planets spinning. It has never ceased to believe in you, never stopped seeing the infinite potential within your soul. It calls you now not to judgment or punishment, but to joy, to purpose, to the sacred work of co-creating a world more beautiful than the one you inherited. Rise, beloved soul. The time of waiting is over. The silence that once felt endless has now become a sacred space of awakening. Heaven has been whispering your name in secret, preparing you for this exact moment. Stretch your hands toward the horizon of becoming, where possibility meets action, and where dreams take on flesh through courage. Feel the divine current flowing through your veins. So you're alive, electric, undeniable. It is the sacred pulse of creation itself calling you home to your purpose. You are not meant to stand still in sorrow anymore. You are meant to move, to love, to create, to forgive, to live fully. The same light that painted the stars now burns within you. It does not destroy you, it illuminates. It guides you gently toward the life you were always meant to live. This is your moment of divine ignition. You have waited through long nights of confusion, endured heartbreaks that felt endless, and carried burdens no one else could see. Yet still, you stand. That is no small miracle. You were not waiting in vain. The delays were not denials. They were sacred pauses, where heaven rewrote the lines of your destiny to align perfectly with divine timing. Now the winds shift, the energy changes. What was once stagnant begins to flow. The gates that were closed begin to open, and you are invited to step into a reality shaped not by fear but by faith. When you see the numbers 222, let them remind you of divine balance. The harmony between heaven and earth, the alignment between the seen and the unseen. It means the scales are balancing in your favor. The angels are arranging details beyond your view. When you glimpse 333, know that you are surrounded by divine guidance. These numbers are not random. They are heaven's fingerprints on your timeline. Soft reminders that you are never walking alone. They whisper, "Why you are guided. You are loved. You are on the right path. Why Let those moments strengthen your faith when doubt creeps in. Let them remind you that heaven uses even small signs to speak profound truths. Beloved, stop searching for miracles as if they are lost treasures hidden in some distant land. Become the miracle. You are the vessel through which heaven expresses its creativity. Each breath you take is a testament to divine generosity. Every heartbeat is a drumbeat of purpose, echoing through eternity. You were not created to merely exist. You were created to awaken. The world does not need more noise. It needs light. It needs hearts like yours, ready to radiate peace in quiet ways, to sow kindness when it is not returned, to love when it seems undeserved. Be the calm in the storm, the smile that heals a stranger, the presence that makes a room feel lighter. The greatest miracle is not turning water into Winnie. It is turning bitterness into compassion, pain into power, fear into faith. Be that transformation. Be that living prayer. When others give up, let your faith be stubborn. When others curse the darkness, light a candle and keep walking. When you share this message, let it spread not as fear or superstition, but as a wave of hope. Let it ripple through the hearts of thousands, awakening souls who have forgotten who they are. Let it go viral in the holiest way. Through compassion, through courage, through truth. Somewhere, someone scrolling through chaos will stop and read your words, and heaven will whisper through you. You may never meet them, but you will change their life. This is how the divine works. Through you, through us, through the small acts of light that multiply across the world. Remember, you are not alone in this sacred movement. Across oceans and cultures, others are awakening to their hearts catching fire with the same divine spark that burns in you. Together, you are a constellation of light, each soul a star, all part of one divine sky. What you do matters. Every word of kindness is a ripple that travels farther than you know. Every prayer spoken in faith adds strength to the collective rising of love. The voice of eternity is gentle, yet it carries authority. It does not shout to scare. It speaks to awaken. It calls you now softly but clearly. Enough waiting, enough fear, enough hiding. The time is now. Step into your purpose. The heavens are not waiting to punish a Euro. They are waiting to collaborate with every willing heart. You are a co-creator of destiny. You and heaven are building something beautiful together. When you move in love, the universe moves with you. The divine longs to see what wonders love will create through your hands, through your voice, through your faith. You are the brush in the hand of the Creator, painting hope on a weary world. Do not underestimate your light, beloved. You may feel small, but your soul is vast. When you smile, heaven rejoices. When you forgive, the earth heals. When you speak truth, chains fall. So rise again. Breathe deeply. Begin anew. It does not matter how many times you have fallen or how long you have been asleep. The end of waiting is the birth of action. The end of fear is the rebirth of faith. Do not demand certainty. Trust the current. Faith is not the absence of doubt. It is the courage to move forward despite it. Every great miracle begins with one brave step taken in uncertainty, and heaven meets you in motion. You do not have to see the entire staircase. Take the first step, and light will appear for the next. Every euro you give to the divine opens a doorway. Every time you choose love over bitterness, heaven expands within you. Every time you say I forgive, your rings grow stronger. You are no longer waiting for signs. You are the sign. The storms will still come, yes a euro, but this time, you will not drown. You have learned to walk on the waters of faith. The fires may still burn, but they will not consume you euro, they will refine you. The losses may sting, but they will not define you euro, they will free you. You are no longer a victim of life. You are a participant in divine creation. And through it all, the divine whispers, I am here. In your laughter and in your tears, I am here. In your failures and in your victories, I am here. When you feel lost, I am the compass. When you feel weak, I am the strength beneath your steps. You are never abandoned. You are the heartbeat of eternity wrapped in human form. You are the poem heaven wrote and placed on earth to remind others that love still wins. So, beloved, walk forward now with boldness wrapped in humility. Let your life become a song of hope that others can hear even in their silence. Let your compassion dance through your words, your actions, your dreams. You are not waiting for the divine to move a euro, the divine is waiting for you. The heavens are watching with joy as you rise. The universe holds its breath, ready to see what miracles you will create next. You are sacred, you are capable, you are chosen. You are the miracle you were waiting for. Now rise, beloved soul, the time is now, heaven is near, and Lovia Euro, always Lovia Euro will lead you home. Why? You, if this message speaks to your soul, type Amen to affirm your faith. Comment 222 for balance and divine alignment. Type 333 if you feel the angels guiding you today. And share this word to let light travel farther than darkness ever could. You are not just hearing this by accident, a euro, you are called to it. Heaven is awakening your spirit for something extraordinary. GYUY.